Hey there planner friends, welcome back to the channel Creating with Sarah. So today's video, I have some fun goodies here. I have some new markers and pens that I've been dying to swatch out. So if you guys want to check out this video, then keep on watching. Hey there, welcome to the channel. I'm Sarah, all things creating, planning, yet keeping things fun and functional here on my planner channel, where I share with you all the planner content, just keeping it real and creative, yet still having fun with planning. So this is the time where I get to have fun with all the planner things, and I wanted to sit down and just show you some of my favorite planner pens. So I have Erin Condren, I have Tombow markers, and the zebra click art. The Erin Condren markers here are ones that I have shared with you guys in a haul. I just didn't have time to swatch them. So these are the new dual ink, dual tip highlighter pens. These are the ones that they reformatted or came out with for not back to school, because they did those separately. So they had the teacher life planners come out, and then they had the back to school just recently come out. And they actually have some new pens that came out. They're like the dual tip writing and then a dot end. I, however, haven't picked those up. I don't know if I need them yet because of the color range. I mean, I think they're kind of cool. Again, if you're first starting out, this video will probably help you. I'm going to give you some tips on which ones are my favorite and what you should have in your stash. But these came out and around the teacher launch, and they come in a 12 pack, and they're like all the colors that you need. And then the other end is just black. So I think that's kind of cool, very essential. However, it's just like you have 12 black pens, you know, if you were to keep these with you in the collection, because sometimes I do that. Like, I will take my planner bag here and I will try to, you know, collect all the colors that I need that kind of correspond with my planner and my, you know, spreads, or if I'm jotting things down and color coordinating. So I'm someone who does like this idea, but I don't need 12-ended black ink pens. Even though I have said I'd rather have a black writing end than having the color coordinate. But I think sometimes if I am, you know, carrying so many pens, right, I probably should have the color that corresponds with the highlighter and then having my favorite black pen, writing pen. You know what I mean? The only thing is, I love Erin Condren's black writing end. It's so super fine. Well, this one might be different. We're gonna swatch these out. That was a long intro for these pens, but yeah, I got this pack, it's called Rainbow and Black. Then this one came out a while back. I just hadn't picked it up, and these are the colorful gel pens. I don't think I shared these with you guys on my channel and my review and thoughts on them. I have been using them, so these are not my favorite. I'm just gonna say off the bat. I've been writing with them for faith scripture writing. That's where I typically use a lot of my colored pens, is like being creative in faith journaling, or if you're doing separate journaling or memory keeping, or again, if you're doing like a color coding planning system. I think colorful pens are useful for that. On a daily basis, I use black, but yeah, these were not my favorite. I am going to share with you which ones are my favorite, and I'm not even sure if I've shared those at all either. Everything's been a blur since I've been MIA for summer. I got some new Tombow highlighter markers. I love these. They're just a pain in the butt to store because they're so lengthy. They're just, you know? So something like this, they're not as friendly on the go unless you're using like a super freezer bag type of bag. Like Live Love Posh, I think her bags is like the perfect bag for Tombow markers, but it's, you know, it's got to be something like that. That's just my opinion when it comes to planner bags. I have so many, and I just feel like the Live Love Posh, or like that size, is the only bag that you can carry around these on the go. Other than that, they're really great for you just to put them in a mug. I also have this on my desk where I keep all my brush zebra markers, which I love. These are the like 2.0, I guess, than the first ones that came out. I like the brush end better, obviously, because I like the Tombow ones. I got these individually, and then I bought some packs. So I have the Cottage and the pastel. This was a repurchase because mine are super old, and I just wanted some new ones, and I buy mine and store at Michael's because it's just so convenient, and I use my vouchers. I save those, and whenever they're having a sale is when I go and buy off my wish list of what I want from Michael. So I saw this one called Cottage, and I tried to make sure when I bought the individual ones that I wasn't getting the same color. So the Tombow markers are labeled by numbers, which stinks, is because if you don't really have like a swatch book, you're not really going to remember, or at least I'm not going to remember by number. So I'm going to try to swatch these out and put the numbers next to them. But anywho, got those. And the last thing I got was the click art. These are awesome. This is a new color range. So I don't know what color range this is. I think it's like a tropical set. It's not called that, but they have different color palettes. I know they have like the basic brights or primary colors, and then they have like a pastel set. So there's just a couple of different sets that you can get. I have the basic primary color ones with a couple of darker colors like in there, and I think that was a separate set. So I know I got a set for Christmas, and then I got a set from Go Wild, and I've been loving these. I've been using the black one a lot, of course, because black is my go-to writing ink color, and I just really like these. And I like the fact that they have this little grip here, which I just learned that... Okay, I'm gonna fix my lighting here. Okay, I was trying to fix my lighting because I have like this sun streak action going on here, but I'm just gonna ignore that. But anyways, I was saying that the click art pen has like these little stoppers so it doesn't like roll on your desk. I think that's so cool. Yeah, so I wanted to pick up a brights set because like I said, I have like the primary colors, and then I have a bit of like neutral colors. So I think picking this up was perfect. I took these with me on our road trip, so I wanted to have something, and I did that last time. The first time I honestly sat down to play with these is when I went on a road trip. So I think those are great tips, like if you're going on vacation, take some of your planner supplies that you haven't touched. That would definitely give you time to play with them. I saw that Erin Condren came out with, in their last seasonal surprise box, that looked just like these pens. It's kind of crazy. I'm not sure how that even works when you do that. They look exactly the same, and so I don't know. The only reason why I would love to buy that box is because of the stencil. I'm hoping they'll come out with the stencil to purchase, but I just don't want to spend 40 bucks on pens that I have the exact same, and I think these are the exact same color. I'm not really sure, but I think they kind of seem similar. I don't think the value was there in that box, and I'm curious to see what they're going to do in the future because they said they're still going to continue some type of seasonal thing. Stuff that they put exclusively in a box, and I know it's supposed to be just for the box because it's an exclusive thing, but I don't know. I have mixed feelings about that. Like if they're going to come out with something awesome that everybody's going to want to buy, it should be purchased individually. Anyways, that's in another video. So anyway, yeah, I got these. So let's go ahead and swatch stuff out. I'm just going to use my Erin Condren journal here. So we'll do the Erin Condren. You may hear people doing lawn service. It's just that time of the year. Let's start with the dual ink rainbow markers. Again, this comes in a 12-pack. Well, I wanted to do this so that way I can give you guys an idea if this is something you want to put in your stash. And I'm so crooked when it comes to swatching. They do have the names on the pens. I totally forgot about that. This is the first pack that they've ever put the names on them. I want to swatch to see how these work. So I've swatched out the markers and labeled them, and the ink side, some of them are mild in color and some are a little bit brighter, but they're not fluorescent highlighters. They did okay with the range color. I feel like Cornflower, it does really match the color. It's just really mild. I don't know how I feel about the color range. I think they look really pretty in packaging, of course, but I feel like the ink is a little bit feathery. It's not as fluid, but these are brand new, so I'll just have to give it some time. And then the writing portion side did a little bit of the same thing. It looks like it had a lot of splatter issues, but so we'll see. I'm gonna, you know, play with them. I feel like I don't need any more though. This pack did say that it was $28.50, which it wasn't. It was like a misprint or label or something. I think I got these for like $20 because I bought them on the day they were having the launch and they had like an extra sale on top of that. So no, I don't think these are worth $30 if that was the original price. That's just way too much. Let's talk about the colorful gel pens. If you already have the Erin Condren dual tip markers, the only thing is you don't have like these newer colors like the orange, and unless you have a huge collection from Erin Condren and you've been buying from this for a long time, you may have a lot of these colors already in your stash. I just don't think they had a yellow or the orange, but a lot of these other colors I feel like they have repeated in the dual tip highlighter. So now I have those. They are a fun packaging, like they're super cool. I love how, you know, they have that solid color and then the clear on the other end, and they have the names on them. The only reason I think you should have a name is just to reference to someone else that wants to use them. Otherwise, I literally would just call it, I think the names are fun. It's always fun to name things, but I would just call it like blue and purple and green, just like the basics. Okay, so these are the colorful gel pens. They come in a 6-pack. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think they came out with another set of gel pens. They're a different color palette. I really wanted to love these, but they sometimes skip. I don't know. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch these out. And you can see that these aren't labeled at all, but they have named them. So we have bubblegum, salmon, gold, aquamarine, pool, and denim. So I'm just gonna like do a line and then like a little doodle like that. Some of them work and some of them to me are just not there. I think this is the color, yeah. This one is very scratchy, and this color may be probably pool. Yeah, this just, it's not as smooth for me. This is probably aquamarine. The aquamarine is a winner. We have gold. Just gonna do a line and then a little squiggly. This one's okay. Then we have bubblegum. Yeah, bubblegum works really nicely. Then we have salmon. Yeah, I think gel pens, when you go to gel pen, oh, look what I just did. This is because my mind is all over the place. Okay. So this is salmon. Wrote it in the wrong spot. I don't really like that one either. And then the last one is denim. What I'm trying to say is gel pens can be a hit or miss when you do gel pens. It's always, I think it's always hard to find a really great smooth gel pen with a good color. So, and I didn't even write this in. You see, I cannot demonstrate and talk at the same time. Just does not happen. And I'm a bad speller. Did I mention that I am dyslexic? I am. I'm not joking. Okay. This is why I don't really show other stuff when writing or planning and stuff. It takes a little longer with my brain. So what I was saying, that it's a hit or miss with gel pens. It's always hard to find a good one. I really like denim and the aquamarine and the bubblegum and gold. The salmon and pool colors are really great. They really, I mean, it fits the name, but they're just not as smooth, and they skip, and they're very scratchy. I feel like if you're doing a gel pen, you gotta work on the smooth, and the color has to be very opaque. It's what makes a really nice gel pen. These two fell flat for me. I don't know if that's for everybody, but I don't know. I just don't see me picking these up. And these are $16.50, which I think is a little high for these pens. My thoughts on that, I probably won't pick up the new one. Yeah, let me show you what gel pens I really like. And these are more of a fine tip. These are more of like these were probably a 7, but I feel like these are 1.0. These are a thicker tip. So these are Right Tex, and these are colored gel pens, and they're clicky. So these are caps as well, if you're someone who likes caps. I don't know if that's a preference for me, because usually I immediately put it on the end of my pen. I don't pop it off and put it down, and it's not something that I would lose. So yeah, that doesn't sway me, having caps or being a click. I mean, I do like clicky pens, but this can be really annoying. And if you guys saw, I do have the Right Tech 0.5 black. This is the ombre ones, but they're called Auroras, I think, on Amazon. They are a silence click pen. So this is for people who love clicking their pens and just, you know, having something to keep them busy as they're thinking or calming their nerves or something, but it's silent. These, however, aren't. These are also a 0.5 fine tip, but they're a loud click. They do have a little clasp, and this is a clasp that you can push yourself, so it's not one that you can just slide on. You can actually like pick it up. These are awesome. So if you're someone who's looking for a great gel colored pen, I would highly suggest these. They're so nice. They're so smooth. I'm gonna just put this on another page to show you. I just have a couple of colors here. Oh, I may have all of them actually. Basically, you have a green tone color, and it's so nice. This one's a little darker. You would think that this would be like a light lime color, but it's like a nice pretty green color. This is a beautiful brown. This is a pretty kind of reddish pink. This is probably pink. Yeah, these are awesome. Very consistent with ink flow. Yeah, I'm telling you, these are amazing. Orange. I wish I would have got this sooner for Prime Day for you guys. I think they were having a sale. This, I don't know if this looks black, but it could be a charcoal color. I don't know. Let me see. It looks black, so that's probably the black one. It's purple. It's such a pretty purple. I know I'm sneaking these in. I don't have the box. I have them in my Amazon storefront if you guys want to pick some up. That link's there for you. I appreciate it if you guys use my links always. This is like a pretty blue, and then the yellow. I think yellow is probably always hard to like pick up because it's such a light color. That's probably why they didn't do like this green color. They did it more of a neutral, a true green color. I want to say that it was 12 or 16 that came in a pack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10. I feel like it was 12. I don't know, but if you're looking for a colored gel pen, these are so nice. And of course, I do have my old Papermate. I've had those for a very long time. These are just, they feel heavier, they feel chunkier. They're definitely more of a thicker writing pen. Now let's get into the Click Art ones. These are so fun, guys. These write so well. So again, they're a clicky pen. It shows you right here when the pen is clicked. And then it has this cool stopper there so it doesn't roll off your desk. And I don't know, they're very lightweight. I love the packaging. I can't really tell you if there's names for these. Again, I'm not really someone who worries about that unless I'm trying to reference it to someone. But these are just awesome. The tip is just really thick, fine and sharp. I just really love these pens. This pack is so nice because it has an assortment of like summer colors, like bright colors. It's kind of what I wanted. And I'll try to link these in my Amazon storefront too if you guys want to pick some up. Ooh, look at this color. This one's pretty. It's like a kiwi. There are two colors. I think these two kind of run really close together. You can probably see right there. Yes. So you already know these are must. They're my favorite. And they come in so many colors. This makes me want to get the pastels because I really want to swatch those and see what colors they are. Point on these pens or 0.6. 0.6. Click art. And these were the right texts. Love these. Okay, we all know these are amazing. You have to get these. Okay, the last set of markers are the dual brush pens. Okay, I'm gonna show you the pastel set. And I keep mine in my new desk here. I have this little tray. I think I got this from Dollar Tree or Walmart, this little tray. But I have my old ones here, and you can see that they're all scuffed up. So I'm not sure if putting the labels or the numbers on here helps, because if you use them a lot, it's just gonna scratch up. So that's probably, if you're gonna want to repurchase them and individually and you wanna know the numbers instead of buying the whole set, you probably should start a swatch book. But I'll go ahead and swatch these out. They probably still work. But again, I wanted a new set. And I think I'm missing some colors. Because you can see I only have a couple here. And they come in a 10-pack. Yeah, so these work fine. Again, and they are double-ended. I rarely use the other side. I don't use the Tombow markers for hand lettering. I basically use them for highlighting, but I never use this side. So I probably will just stick this in my old art stash. I have like old pens that I rarely touch, so my kids can use them. Like if they're doing art projects and stuff like that, there's extras for them to touch and not mom's new stuff. So basically those are the mild ones. They're really, really great. It's a really great set if you're looking for a pastel set. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch the new ones. I used these a lot when I started my EC Petite. So that's a new color in this set. This is a new color. I think it had a cake on it. That's what it was packaged in. You can see that's an original. The purple was in the original. This is an original color. And I'll just write the numbers on them. That's a new color. That's not as mild, but it's fun that they gave new colors. It's kind of like the set that Erin Condren came in. It's got like a mild color and then like a little bit of a brighter color. And then this is a new one that they put in the set. It's this neutral gray color. And these are supposed to be blendable. I haven't used them in a coloring way of blending them and such. Like you can see on the back here that for like illustrations and hand lettering, especially the hand lettering, that's really cool. I don't know, maybe I should make time to kind of play with them in that way. I would probably use them for like coloring, like stamping an image out and coloring. I don't draw at all. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and write in the numbers. Okay, so again, I love the Tombow markers, especially these pastel ones, because they're just really mild in color and they're super fun to highlight in your planner. Again, I used to use it for my daily petite because the aesthetic just looked super fun and cute. I don't know, I just really love the Tombows, mainly for highlighting. I haven't really tried them for like coloring or hand lettering. Maybe I will in the future, but I just love them and recommend them. So the pastel set is fun. Again, this was a newer one than the set that I had previous, which was a couple years ago. I think it was like 2018 or 2019. You can see that they brought in a little bit of a brighter shade of like the blue and the pink. Definitely gives me more of like a highlighter, but it's not as fluorescent. Let's swatch out the cottage ones, and then again I also bought these individual ones because I thought the shades here I feel like I don't have, and they're a little bit more mild. I did swatch them in stores and I just thought these would be a fun summer set. So actually let's do these first, and I will put the names on them, and I'll put this over here actually. So you have like this mild light lime green color, which I like because it's more of a mild color and it's not very fluorescent. You got this pretty like peachy corally color. Oh, I love that one. I'll put the numbers on them. And then this one actually more cooler gray color than this darker warmer gray over here. And then there's this color, which is really nice. It pulls more gold tones. And then this pretty lilac color. I love this color. So these colors here are perfect for summer. So if you're doing like fun spreads and or bullet journaling and you want a cute color summer palette, I would highly recommend these. So we have 873. That was that peachy color, or coral. It's more coral color. It's really pretty. 131. That's that lime color. Then this neutral, this is more of a cooler gray, and this is 989. This one is 9, I'm sorry, this is why I'm dyslexic. N89 and N95. Okay, and then the more gold color is 991. And 673 is this lilac color. And then we have 297. This color palette or range is so pretty. I love this. And I was looking at the other packets to make sure that they didn't come in another pack in case I got a full pack, but they don't. So these, if you guys are interested, I love these. Let's swatch the cottage ones. Okay, so these I picked because we're going to be rolling into the fall, and I just think that this set works really well for the fall. I love this color palette here. So again, this one's called Cottage, and I hope you guys are still with me. Definitely give me a thumbs up if you are, and then drop a fun emoji in the comments. I know this is a long video, but I just wanted to have fun swatching all these new markers out. So you can see that some of these are a little darker than others. They're a little bit more opaque. So I'll show you the ones that are, I think, going to be really great for highlighting. Ooh, that one's a really nice color. This one kind of looks like the one I just got on this side. It's a little bit more brighter though, a little bit more orangey. Ooh, those colors look kind of close. Ooh, that's really pretty. Ooh, it's very plummy. Ooh, okay. So you see you have a range of some mild colors and some darker and then cooler and warmer tones. Got a lot of that in the mix, but I think these would really be great for the fall. And if you do a lot of bullet journaling and you're setting up your monthlies, these colors are really great. But you can see that 2 of these colors look really similar. But you can tell by the packaging, you know, one's lighter, one's darker, but I do have that other one I just bought too. So now I have these 3 shades, which if you're doing, again, if you're doing hand lettering or bullet journaling, these 3 shades would be really great for doing a gradient effect. If you're doing some type of shading, because again, these are blendable water-based ink markers. So that would be pretty for like November, making pumpkins or something, or if you're doing the word November or October. You can tell that some of these colors, it's great for highlighter. Like I would use this sage green, this pale pink, and then this other green shade. This color is really great for a highlighter. This one here at the bottom, this taupey color. That's the $9.91 on this side. So I'm gonna go ahead and write in these numbers. I like the fact that also the caps match the ink perfectly. The caps match so perfectly with the ink. And with me writing on the darker shades, kind of gives you an idea if you could use it still as a highlighter to highlight. That blue actually is really nice. This pen is one of my favorite pens. It's the Zebra Sarasa, but it's in the 7. I find that the 5 is a little scratchy for me, so I like the 7. It's very smooth. This one may be a little, this is super dark. This is like a nice plum color. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with this set. So that completes my whole pen haul and swatches and what I think. I definitely love having Tombow markers. Again, they're just a pain in the butt to store. And then I would say I love, runner-up would be the Zebra Click Arts. These are definitely something to purchase and pick up. As far as like gel pens, the Erin Condrens, these were kind of a miss for me. Very chunky. They're just not my go-to gel colored pens. Again, I would recommend the Tech ones. And then, but if you have the Papermate ones, I think they just came out with a bunch for back to school. Those are always great. Those are always a top gel pen, the Ink Joys. And then these right here, I would definitely recommend buying these when they're on a sale. Just because, I don't know, I love the packaging. I love that they came out with this colored set, but I feel like I can get these colors in my mild liners, to be quite honest with you. But I love the dual-ended black writing edge. Like I always will have at least one of these in my planner bags because I like writing with the end sometimes. So those are my thoughts. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Take care, stay safe, and happy planning. Bye.